All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we've heard from Dixon, ICEA, and now let's get in a word from ZWorks' Josh Foulger, who's the president of the electronics division at the company, on the company's plans to capitalize on this boost. Josh, thank you very much for joining us here on ET Now. What do you make of this policy move to boost components manufacturing, and how, in your opinion, will the scheme lead to deepening India's manufacturing capabilities even further?
This is a fantastic policy boost for something which started 10 years ago with the phased manufacturing program, the PLI scheme. The components were always missing in the equation, and as we go on this journey of Amrit Kal, and when you talk about true Atmanirbhar Bharat, it's very important to have improved value addition. And I think this particular scheme, which has been done with, I would say, probably the best consultation, starting driven from Niti Aayog, Ministry of Electronics, the finance, all the industry associations like ICEA, and I think it's come out really well. We are looking forward to the details of this very eagerly so that we can get started.
Right, Josh. Now, why I ask you about this components manufacturing scheme is because you've just invested $2 billion in setting up a new factory near Chennai. So how are you looking at investing now to scale up production within this scheme? And, which segments are of interest to you in particular?
I think ZWorks Electronics has earmarked about 1,000 crores for the electronics division, and we've been investing. The factory, which we started in Tamil Nadu 2 weeks ago, by Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Minister Ashwini Vaishnavji and Minister Dr. Raja, was part of this investment. So we have currently are in the process of executing this capital plan. The components were always part of this plan, and we hope to pick some critical components which we think are going to be strategic for ZWorks' future to aid our customers who are global value chains and Indian value chains to take this forward.
Right, Josh. And how are you looking at executing production? Would it be via JVs or partnerships?
Absolutely. I think this is this is going to be very. It's a collaborative exercise. We will work very closely with our customers, global value chains, who have chosen us as a partner. We have been discussing with them. We will discuss with them to see what makes sense to supplement their Indian plans, and then we will look at the fit with our capabilities and our strategic plans, and then we will choose a supplier. Now, components qualification is a long process, and when we get into this, what I call ESDM 2.0 phase, it is very important that we understand that all the technologies will be very unique. So we will look for partners around the world. We will look for fitment, cultural fit, and end of the day, the appropriate mix of technology to fulfill our customer needs. And of course, we also have to be very careful about the gestation period of these things. The qualification of these components may take a little longer than, let's say, an EMS sort of factory processes. And so we just need to factor that in, and it depends on the type of technology or type of sub-assembly or type of component we bring on board.
Right. Josh, so what sort of contribution do you think this scheme is going to be making towards local value addition? Because, one idea or one view that has been made for a very long time is that for India to become a manufacturing hub, it needs to look at local value addition seriously.
So I think it's a very important question, Sumita, and thanks for asking that. This is going to be one of the government's big thrusts, and we at ZWork have been very, very instrumental, I'll say, over the last year since this conversation started. So value addition is very important. And as a part of this value addition, getting the right partners. And also as we expand and go down this value addition journey, how do we include MSMEs into this value addition journey is going to be very, very important for ZWork.
Absolutely. So this is also going to be very important for ZWork, and we'll have to see the kind of efforts that you make over the next couple of years. But Josh, you earlier mentioned that gestation period could be longer so far as execution of production is concerned. But how soon are you looking at commencing production? Do you have any timelines in mind?
So again, this is going to be, some of these things are very capital intensive. And when I mean capital intensive, it's not just the cost of capital, but also the time to set up some of these factories. Some of the sub-assemblies are probably going to be probably like an extension to an EMS shorter time frame. But some of these things require longer factory process. The lead times are going to be longer, and then the qualification times are going to be a little longer. So on average, I will say it depends if it's bare components, selected components. I will say you're looking at a qualified process ready to go in 24 months. If it is a sub-assembly, then I will say, I'll say 12 to 18 months to get things qualified.
All right, George. So 12 to 24 months is the timeline that you're looking at commencing production. And this is, of course,